What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Fresh Review. Today, we are reviewing WWE's latest PLE, and that is Summerslam of 2024. And I thought this might have been the best card on a match-for-match basis. Let's go ahead and start with match number one. Rhea Ripley being accompanied to the ring with Dominic Mysterio, facing off against Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's Championship. This is a solid build. It was Liv Morgan's revenge tour versus Rhea's revenge. Both these wrestlers put each other out on the shelf for an extended period of time. Mommy has returned and she's looking to get back the title she never lost. She had to vacate. So this match starts off with Liv running away from Rhea repeatedly to start the match, rolling in and out of the ring, not trying to fight Rhea. This happens about 5 times or so. It kind of got a little annoying, which the wrestlers intended for it to do, but Rhea did a pump fake. She faked an exit and finally got her hands on Liv Morgan because Liv Morgan thought Rhea went out. Nah, she stayed in. Hit her with a pump fake, stayed in the ring, and Rhea lands 3 clotheslines on Liv and then follows that up with a half and half suplex. Rhea kisses Dom on the cheek in front of Liv Morgan. Rhea then assaults Liv at ringside. Rhea tosses Liv back into the ring and lands a headbutt and a riptide onto the turnbuckle. Rhea goes for another riptide and says, "Watch me," but Liv counters. Rhea is thrown into the turnbuckle and ropes and re-injures her shoulder. Liv super kicks Rhea's shoulders, sending her flying into the steel steps at ringside. Throws her back into the ring, and this gets a 2 count. Liv repeatedly kicks Rhea's shoulder in the corner. This gets a near fall. Liv lands a springboard code breaker to Rhea's arm. Rhea recovers and lands a big boot. Rhea rolls out of the ring to buy herself some time. Now Dom shoves Rhea out of the way and takes a suicide dive from Liv. Rhea bangs into the announce table to put her shoulder back into place. And I thought this was one of the coolest moments of the night. This is like some anime stuff. She hit her shoulder into the announce table, full power to relocate her shoulder, and then it was game time from there. Rhea enters the ring and mounts a comeback on the Liv. Rhea slams Liv's face first into the mat. This gets a near fall. Rhea goes for another riptide, but Liv reverses this into a DDT near fall. I would like to say Rhea is one of the best sellers in the business, especially the best women's seller in the women's division. When she takes these DDTs and stuff, she always spikes herself on the head, so it's even more devastating. Rhea recovers and she slams Liv off the top rope before locking in the prison lock using one arm. So she didn't want to use her injured shoulder to do. I thought this was great storytelling here. She got the prison lock applied to Liv. She's only using one arm to do it, but this allowed Liv to evade, and she sends Rhea's flying shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Liv lands a crucifix driver on Rhea. This gets a near fall. Liv quickly applies an armbar, but Rhea powers out into a power bomb, again using only one arm. Liv headbutts Rhea while Rhea was trash talking her, so Rhea did a little bit of trash talking. Liv went out to ringside and she brought in a steel chair, and Rhea relocates her arm again. Now Rhea lands the riptide and goes for the chair instead of the pin. So instead of getting the victory with the pin, Rhea wanted to inflict more punishment. She didn't even care she got disqualified here. But Dom intervened and prevented Rhea from using the chair on to Liv. Dom said, "You'll be disqualified. Don't do it." So the commentator did a great job here. They're saying that Dom did this to save Rhea from being disqualified, but we know Dom had an ulterior motive. He had a hidden agenda, because this allowed Liv to deliver a drop kick. Liv sent Rhea flying into Dom. It knocked Dom off the apron, and then Liv spikes Rhea with the Oblivion, and I thought this was the end of the match. Near fall. And then I started thinking, has anybody ever kicked out of the Oblivion? And yes, I believe Becky did. But before this year, I don't think anybody kicked out of it beforehand. But Rhea kicking out of that, impressive, epic near fall. One of the best of the night. And now we have the actual finish. Dom slides the chair back into the ring. Dom distracts the referee, and this allowed Liv to hit an Oblivion to Rhea onto the steel steps. That's how Liv got the 1-2-3 victory. And then Dom kisses Liv Morgan as they ride off into the sunset. And Rhea is looking at them heartbroken, furious, pissed, livid, everything. Phenomenal acting here by Rhea. You could feel it in her eyes. We'll see it in her eyes. You could feel it in her soul. Crowd was solid throughout this match. This is a great opener. We got some Let's Go Rhea chants. We got some Let's Go Live chants. We got some Mommy chants. We got some Holy-ish chants as well. The commentary, phenomenal. Accompanied to the ring by her boy toy. That's what Cole said during the entrance. And then I've been jealous of y'all because we don't get romance like this on Friday nights. That was Corey Graves. He was getting straddled and straddling others on a weekly basis. That was Pat McAfee. And then the last time Rhea lost a singles match was 26 months ago. She was pinned by Liv Morgan. That was a great stat there by Michael Cole. The divorce rate tripled in this town when they knew Dom was coming. That was Corey Graves. This man Dom is a savage, man. All the ladies love Dom. He got Mommy. He got Liv. He got his own wife. Oh, my goodness. Imagine being Dom's wife. You got to worry about the mistress, the side piece. And that's just what you see on TV. No telling what's going on behind the scenes. Fellas, all y'all better hide your girl when Dom coming into town. That's all I got to say. And then Michael Cole, after the betrayal, he said, "You two-timing son of a B." He went to Jim Ross. He went into Jim Ross mode there. And this man screwed over his dad, and now he screws over his mommy. That's what Pat McAfee said as well. I love that quote. And then the emotional investment I have, I think is fantastic because Rhea, Liv, and Dom have been doing fantastic character work. And this man Dom was a heel that turned heel. I didn't even know that's possible. But this man was a heel that turned even more heel. So shout out to him. Kudos to him. He has been doing phenomenal. I know a lot of people weren't huge on Dom whenever he was first onto the scene and whatever and wrestling with his dad and a whole bunch of tag team. But Dom has really elevated his character work and acting and all that. Dom's one of my favorite heels in the business right now. So that was that match. Of course, that match we remembered mainly because Dom screws Mommy over and aligns himself with Liv Morgan officially now. So I thought that was an amazing match. Dare I say spectacular. Again, that one a 4.75 out of 5 stars. I could see it ranging anywhere between 4.50 and 4.85. Match number 2, we have Bron Breakker versus Sami Zayn. This is Bron's rematch. Bron got to the front of the line to get this rematch after getting murked in the center of the ring and at Money in the Bank. He just speared the heck out of Sami. Like he said, "Yo, you gonna run this rematch back?" And next week on Monday night, we're getting Bron Breakker versus Sami, the trilogy, and best 2 out of 3 falls match. And that's actually in Austin, Texas. You guys didn't know I live in Texas. And we were gonna go to that Monday Night Raw, but we decided not to and stuff, but that's a different story. But Bron Breakker versus Sami Zayn IC title match. Now Bron starts this match. He goes for an instant spear right off the gate, but Sami evades it, so Bron hits the ring post instead. Sami lands a suicide leap over the top rope onto Bron. Bron lands a clothesline in the corner and dodges Sami's haluva kick in the corner. Bron delivers a Steiner's line that flips Sami inside out. Bron climbs the top rope and lands a top rope Frankensteiner, and this gets a near fall. Bron goes for a middle rope bulldog, but Sami catches him with a blue thunder bomb. Near fall. Sami delivers an exploder suplex to Bron in the corner, and now we have our actual finish. Sami goes for the haluva kick, but Bron spears him out of his boots. Bron pulls down the straps and runs from rope to deliver another vicious spear for the 3 count. It's a short match. Kind of interesting booking decision. You would kind of expect for the first time these two fight, Bron would beat the living daylights out of him, and the second time would be a classic. Sami figures something out and then comes with a better game plan. But Sami won the first time. I guess Bron's the one. The rookie figures something out that the vet hasn't. But we do get the trilogy, so I think it's okay. I think the trilogy should definitely be the classic. I expect that'd be the best match between them. I really did love the match at Money in the Bank. But this is Bron's big moment. That's what this is going to be remembered for. His first title on the main roster. Commentary-wise, we have the superstars that won their first IC title at SummerSlam. Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ultimate Warrior, and British Bulldog. I believe that the 4 names Michael Cole said. I might be missing somebody, or I might have got somebody incorrect there, but that's an interesting quote there by Cole. And then this guy's a specimen. The Animal Kingdom should be on notice. That was Pat and Graves right there. And then I got a word of advice for the WWE Universe. get used to it. That was Corey Graves after Bron Breakker won the title, and then the crowd, of course, sung Sami's theme song and got the whole dogs barking. Whenever Bron Breakker got some vicious offense in. So overall, I thought it was a well above average match. Kind of a little disappointing, but it is what it is. I'm giving it a grade of 3.30 stars out of 5 stars. I could see it ranging anywhere between 3.10 and 3.50. Next up, we have the United States Championship match. This is LA Knight versus Logan Paul. This build actually started before Money in the Bank when they were doing the qualifier match. LA Knight pinned Logan Paul to qualify for Money in the Bank. And then he's like, I beat the champion. I should be the number one contender. Talked to Nick Aldis about it. And I am the number one contender for the U.S. Championship. I like how they tied that all in together. Get some continuation. WWE booking used to not make sense sometimes. But this time it makes sense. And it's been doing a whole lot of... WWE been doing a whole lot better since Triple H been taking over. It seems like all these characters have direction and there's long-term booking and there's plans in place. You can see it unraveling. And prediction-wise, I was about near flawless. The only match I didn't predict was Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. I'm not even sure if I got it wrong or not. I thought it was a pure 50-50 toss-up. But the other matches, I got them all right and I caught a lot of the turns and all that stuff. That doesn't mean that since it's predictable, it's bad. That's a good thing, right? I mean, swerving people just to swerve them to subvert expectation is not really that good. WWE booking, you can see the vision, you follow, and you see the Easter egg and the foreshadow and all that. I think they have been doing a phenomenal job. But now, let's start with this match. We got Logan attacking LA Knight before the bell ring because Logan was pissed that LA Knight pulled up in the Prime truck and destroyed it. He vandalized the Prime truck before he made his way to the ring, so Logan wasn't having it. They start fine before the bell even rings. They trade blows at ringside, and LA Knight Irish whips Logan to the barricade. LA Knight tosses Logan into the Prime hydration station. Logan spits into LA Knight's face and rams LA Knight into the apron. LA Knight slams Logan's head into the announce table before bashing him in the head with one of those Prime bottles. Not the giant one they have at ringside, but one of those mini ones, like 12 fluid ounces, to the noggin. LA Knight lifts Logan up and lands a net breaker on the announce table. LA Knight throws Logan back into the ring, and the bell finally rings. LA Knight delivers an inverted atomic drop and a clothesline. This gets a near fall. LA Knight goes for the megastar elbow, but Logan gets his knees up. Logan throws LA Knight shoulder first into the ring post, then lands a clothesline. Logan lands a big boot and a split leg drop to LA Knight. LA Knight and Logan trade blows, but Logan lands a gut wrench suplex to gain the advantage. This gets a near fall. Logan lands the overbomb to LA Knight. This gets another near fall. Logan mocks LA Knight by doing the LA Knight yeah gesture to the crowd, but this allows LA Knight to recover and land a pop-up power slam. LA Knight assaults Logan in the corner before landing a running knee in the corner. LA Knight delivers a side effect slam to Logan. LA Knight climbs the top rope for an elbow drop, and this gets a near fall. LA Knight goes for another net breaker, but Logan escapes this time and lands a springboard clothesline. Logan connects with a springboard moonsault. Logan goes for one lucky shot, but LA Knight counters with a BFT attempt. Logan reverses the BFT and connects with one lucky shot, the right hand punch, and this gets a near fall. After evading Logan's top rope frog splash, LA Knight goes for the BFT, but Logan counters. Logan climbs the top rope again, but LA Knight meets him there and lands a nasty top rope muscle buster. I think it's supposed to be a Summerslam, but Logan really didn't get all the rotation through, maybe, and looked more like a top rope muscle buster, and this was a near fall. Epic spot, though, nevertheless. And then Logan escapes to ringside, and LA Knight hits him with a baseball slide. LA Knight assaults Logan's entourage before Logan stops the assault. And now we have the actual finish. Logan throws LA Knight back into the ring. MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, was there. He accompanied Logan out to the ring. They're both Ohio born, I believe. So LA Knight, MGK hands Logan the brass knuckles. LA Knight goes for a back suplex. but Logan hits LA Knight with the brass knuckles. Logan goes for the buckshot lariat, but LA Knight reverses that into the BFT for 1-2-3. Now, I didn't like how this man, LA Knight, kind of just ate the brass knuckles, but Corey Graves said something great here commentary-wise. I don't have it in my notes, but I remember what he said. He said, that was just a jab. If it was a right hook that Logan hit him with, LA Knight would not be able to just shake off that hit. But since it's just a jab, LA Knight was able to shake it off and then land the BFT. I'm like, all right, great job there, Graves. But some other commentary notes. The city of Cleveland has not claimed Logan. That's Pat, because Logan is getting booed in his hometown. And then, I didn't go to college. That explains a lot. So Graves said he didn't go to college, and then Pat said that explains a lot. I forgot what they were talking about, but I think Graves got geography mixed up or something. Or maybe it was English. He messed up somewhere, and then Pat rebuttal with that explains a lot. Thought that was a hilarious banner between those two. For the crowd, I have F you Logan chants. I got the you suck chants to Logan. I got some yeah chants, of course, for LA Knight during his entrances and throughout the match. And for the emotional investment, kind of happy. The U.S. Championship would now be a full-timer again. And the megastar finally captures gold. LA Knight has his big moment. A guy that got over kind of on his own. Became a fan favorite. Wins the title. Awesome. Great job to LA Knight. Been working really hard. And I'm curious to see what he does with it. Now, I have seen Friday Night SmackDown. There was a number one contender match for LA Knight's championship. So it was Andrade versus Santos Escobar. So I won't say who won that just in case you guys had not seen that Friday Night SmackDown. But we do know LA Knight's next opponent. So I'm curious to see what he does. I expect another great match from LA Knight. And I thought this was another great match indeed. Truly great, I may say. I'm giving this one 4.30 stars out of 5. I can see it ranging anywhere between 4.15 and 4.50. Our next match is Queen Nia Jax versus Bayley, the WWE Women's Undisputed Championship. The belt for this was solid. Queen Nia Jax, besides the BBL Bayley comment, I thought was wild, but they said some personal things there. You know, the truth hurts a little bit. You know, they said some things about the injury history that Nia has and stuff like that. But the belt for this going over multiple PLEs, I think is nice. Where they turn King of the Ring almost into like a Money in the Bank level thing, where it leads. So King of the Ring. So I'm gonna give it to you like this: King of the Ring is like Elimination Chamber or the Royal Rumble, where the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber, if you win either of those, you fight the champion at Mania. Well, now they turn King of the Ring into that for SummerSlam. You win King or Queen of the Ring, you face the champion at SummerSlam, which I really do like. So that's a great build. So that ties over from King of the Ring. If you guys had not seen that video, go check that video. I do have Queen Nia and King Gunther on that title, on that thumbnail. And that video didn't do as well as my previous two. Go show me some love on my King and Queen of the Ring one. If you like this video, you'll definitely like that one. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and dive into this match where it starts with Bayley striking Nia to start the match. Nia goes for a power bomb, but Bayley escapes. Nia catches Bayley for a Samoan drop. Nia scoot slams Bayley, then follows that up with an elbow drop. Then Nia gives Bayley a stink face. And there are 4 wrestlers that wrestled tonight. 5 that were in the ring, and you count Samantha Irvin, who's trying to break the internet with some of her pictures she's sending online. But we had Liv, Rhea, BBL Bayley, Nia Jax, and Samantha. Out of all those ladies, I did not want to see a Nia Jax stink face. That's all I have to say. Any of the other ladies, you feel me? Hey, bravo. I might rewind it. You feel me? I might rewind it. That Nia Jax one, they should have cut to black. They should have cut right to black like they do on Friday Night SmackDown and Monday Night Raw when the crowd gets out of hand. I did not want to see that. But nevertheless, let's continue. Bayley gives Nia a back suplex. Bayley gets hung on the top rope. But Bayley also rallies and delivers a clothesline. Bayley sidesteps Nia, who goes outside the ring. Nia goes for a leg drop on the apron, but Bayley dodges that. Bayley leaps onto Nia and lands some punches. Bayley climbs the top rope, but Nia hits the ropes, causing Bayley to lose her footing. Nia goes for a muscle buster, but Bayley reverses that into a guillotine. Nia counters and slams Bayley to the mat. Nia hits the ropes for a running senton and a leg drop. This gets a near fall. Nia goes for the top rope leg drop, but Bayley rolls out of the way. Bayley lands a Bayley to belly suplex, and this gets a near fall. Bayley goes for a Rhodes plant, but Nia counters that into a power slam attempt. Bayley escapes with a hurricanrana and goes for a spear, but Nia slams her with a uranagi. Looked like she gave her a mean rock bottom. Nia drags her into position and delivers the Annihilator, and I thought this was the end of the match, near fall. Nia dribbles Bayley's head off the mat. Nia goes for a spear, but Bayley dodges, so Nia hits the ring post instead. Bayley's suicide dive is countered into a Samoan drop at ringside. I don't think I ever seen this. A suicide dive, caught and then Samoan drop right away. Fire. Very clever spot there by the ladies. And then Nia lands a running splash and a running hip attack. Nia goes for the Annihilator again, but Bayley gets back up and delivers a power bomb from the top rope. Bayley connects with a flying elbow. This gets a near fall. Now we have our actual finish. After the elbow, both ladies are down. Tiffany Stratton's music hits. She runs down to the ring with the Money in the Bank briefcase looking to cash in. Bayley knocks Tiffany off the apron, but this allows Nia to regroup, and Nia hits Bayley with 2 pop-up power bombs and 2 annihilators, and Nia scores the 1-2-3 victory. The crowd, I don't have any crowd notes here, but the crowd I believe was solid for this match. Commentary, this is how Bayley defeated Nia in 2015. And they're talking about the guillotine on that reference. And that's a phenomenal callback. I believe that was at an NXT TakeOver. I could be wrong, but 2015 was such a long time ago. Nearly 10 years ago, 9 years ago. So that's crazy. Now, I'm so reckless, I'm so clumsy, huh? Nia said that, mocking Bayley, the words that Bayley said to her and stuff. You could tell Nia using that as fuel to motivate her in this match. And then WWE Universe, bend the knee to Queen Nia. That's Corey Graves' quote. So, Nia has her moment here. That's what this will be remembered for. Tiffany and Jax celebrate, but Tiffany is looking at the title. And so whenever Tiffany and Nia Jax hold each other's hands up, and you look at Tiffany's eyes, and you draw a line like how Pat McAfee be doing on Monday Night Raw, that line, Tiffany is looking right at that championship. I think they're doing some foreshadowing there. We're going to have a Game of Thrones. We're going to have a whole lot of trifling going on. The princess will usurp the queen. I'm calling it now. But even if I get it right, it's still phenomenal booking. And you see the Easter eggs and the foreshadowing that's being laid all the way back at SummerSlam. So I think that is awesome here. I think this cash-in, though, between Tiffany should happen at the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber. I think Nia should hold it going into the end of this year. That'd give her a long reign. And I think it shouldn't be at WrestleMania again. I'm getting kind of tired. Well, I won't say kind of tired. WrestleMania cash-ins are cool and all. But, we just had one last year. Let's not do one again. So, let's have it happen at Elimination Chamber or the Royal Rumble. I think either one would be great spots for Tiffany to cash in. And then they could fight one-on-one at Mania, perhaps, if you want that to happen. Queen Nia versus Princess Tiffany, one-on-one. I think that'd be an awesome match. Cruiser versus Giant. But I thought this match was awesome. I thought this was just as good as the first women's match. But I am going to give the slight edge to the first one. So I'm putting this one at amazing. I'm giving it 4.65 stars out of 5 stars. I can see it ranging anywhere between 4.30 and 4.75. Now we have Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk with the special guest referee Seth freaking Rollins. The build for this has been one of the best builds that did not involve a title in recent memory. I'm trying to think of one that has had a build this legendary. I mean, it's been pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view. This goes back from the Rumble, then it goes over to Mania, then it goes over to Backlash, then Clash at the Castle, then It also been carrying over on Monday nights and Friday nights. Like, this build has been phenomenal. I don't think it needed to go over to Money in the Bank, but that's a different story. I did a whole rant about that. I won't go back into that. But the stakes for this, severe bragging rights. This is like almost, I won't say a number one's contender match, but you can almost feel like it's a potential number one's contender match. Whoever wins this could definitely be in line to get a title shot. So we got Punk and Drew. They start by trading blows. CM Punk doesn't listen to Seth's five count, so Seth got to get on him for that. Then Drew gets the advantage, and Drew doesn't listen to Seth's 5 count, so then Seth got to get on to Drew about that. Thought it was great to make Seth become relevant in this match early on as a referee, and to show the disdain between Drew and Punk, where a 5 count, they ain't worried about any of that. They trying to kill each other. Right, so then we get CM Punk clotheslining Drew out of the ring. Now CM Punk slams Drew's head into the ring post and tosses Drew into the timekeeper area. Rollins is not counted to 10, by the way. He's just watching and enjoying the fight. Punk continued to slam Drew's head off the steel steps, but Drew grabs CM Punk and swings him into the announce table twice. Drew slingshots CM Punk into the bottom of the apron. So he had CM Punk underneath where all the weapons are and did a slingshot catapult. And then CM Punk went sternum first into the bottom of the apron. CM Punk swings wildly at air. After that, you could tell CM Punk was not a little loopy. And then Drew just drops him with a chop. Punk kicks out before a 1 count, and Seth mocks Drew about that. It's like, bro, you can't even put this man down for 2? Like, bro, just 1? Like, yo, keep fighting him. Drew tosses Punk across the ring, and Punk kicks out again before a 1 count. Drew slaps Punk, so Punk slaps him back. Punk goes for the running knee strike in the corner, but Drew counters for a powerbomb. This gets another 1 count. Drew powerbombs Punk again, and now this is our first 2 count of the match. Drew grabs the steel chair and tells Rollins to let him use it on Punk. He said, yo, if you let me use it, I will get rid of this man. He's been a problem for both of us. So Rollins steps aside for a moment. He's finna let him use it, but Seth turns back around and he grabs the chair from Drew and prevents him from using it at the last possible moment. Now Drew mushes Seth in the face. Seth didn't like this, so he tried to retaliate and hit Drew with the chair. But Drew ducked out of the way, and Seth nearly hit Punk. He stopped just in time. So then Drew tried to clothesline Punk, but Punk dodged that, and Punk got a roll-up on Drew. And the crowd counted 1, 2, 3. But Seth was throwing the chair outside of the ring, so he was late to get in position to begin his count. And Drew kicks out and then lands a net breaker on the Punk and then follows that up with a kip up. Drew goes for a claymore, but Punk catches him with a single leg drop kick. Punk connects with a swinging net breaker of his own, followed by a series of running knee strikes. Punk clotheslines Drew, climbs the top rope for an elbow drop. This gets a near fall. Punk transitions into the Anaconda Vice. He doesn't waste any time. And he lets go of the submission because he pries away the bracelet that Drew McIntyre stole, the bracelet that had Larry and AJ on it. Larry's is his dog name, and AJ is his wife's name. Drew catches Punk lacking and delivers a claymore, near fall. I thought this was going to be the end of the match. Glad it kept going. Drew goes for the future shock DDT, but Punk evades. Punk goes for the go to sleep, but he lets go when he sees Seth now has the stolen bracelet on his hand. Drew knocks Punk into Seth, who goes flying outside the ring. Drew goes for the future shock DDT, but Punk counters and delivers a GTS. Drew kicks out at 2 because Seth was slow to recover and count. So Seth was late twice on the count when it came to CM Punk. Once on the roll-up and once after the GTS. It's crazy that whenever wrestlers put on the referee attire, they become like, you just push them out of the ring. It takes them 10 seconds to recover or anything. Like, they out for 30 minutes. And, yo, if this was a regular triple threat match, that's why I got right back up, broke up the pin in 2 and stuff. Like, oh, man, it's crazy. But Punk and Seth exchanged words. Punk delivers a GTS to Rollins and recovers his stolen bracelet. Drew catches Punk lacking with a low blow and Claymore for the 1, 2, 3 Drew takes back Punk's bracelet and poses over him. This match was awesome. Lived up to the hype. Everything about it was awesome. Spectacular match, without a doubt. I'm giving this match a 4.90 stars out of 5 stars. Commentary wise, we had Seth Rollins cosplaying as Beetlejuice. That was Michael Cole's. He's also unbiased because he hates both guys equally. I believe that was Cole as well. And then Graves, well, that's Cole talking about Seth Rollins being an unbiased referee. Now, Graves said this awesome quote: "These pants are better than HBK's shorts." When HBK was a special guest referee, I don't know who let this man go out into the ring in Daisy Dukes. I don't know who did it, but they should be fined, suspended, terminated, fired, resigned of their duties, like everything in the book. And then you know what happens when we mess with a man's wife and a man's dog? You seen John Wick, right? That was another Graves quote. Seth Rollins uses CM Punk's hoodie to scratch his ass. That is in the entrance. When CM Punk took his hoodie off, he threw it at Seth Rollins' face. So Seth Rollins wiped his ass with it. And then our steel chair is good in Rollins rules, right? So instead of bloodline rules, you got Rollins rules. The steel chair was involved. And just turn it on and let this happen. I said Drew did that. I love that quote when he was talking to Seth Rollins. He trying to pitch his case, be a lawyer. And then you're about as good as a referee or as you are a wrestler. That was Punk to Rollins after Rollins messed up both counts because he had late the counting. Overall, great match though. We all remember this one. And it looks like we will be getting a sequel. So I don't know if it would be a Bash in Berlin or a Bad Blood. But Punk and Drew, Part 2 could very well be happening. I look forward to it. And I expect Punk to win. I want a trilogy. Right? So we need Punk to win this one. Make it 1-1. And then we got to have the grudge match. Hopefully Hell in a Cell perhaps in the grudge match. That'd be awesome. And just to make sure, I think I said 4.90 stars out of 5. That is the grade I'm giving it. I can see it rated anywhere between 4.75 stars and even 5 stars. If somebody wanted to give it 5 stars, I'd not be mad whatsoever. Now we have our next match, which is Gunther versus Damian Priest. So the King General Gunther versus the El Campeon, the champion Damian Priest for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Personal feud here. This man, Damian Priest, was getting disrespected by Gunther. Gunther disrespected this man's Damian Priest's upbringing and all that stuff. So, really good feud here. And this match starts off with Priest Priest rocks Gunther to start the match and goes for an early South to Heaven. Gunther delivers a pimp smack to Priest. Priest responds with a flatliner that sends Gunther out of the ring. At ringside, Gunther rams Priest into the ring post and slams him onto the apron. This man Gunther chopped Priest so hard I had to rewind it. I couldn't believe how loud that sound was. Like, oh my goodness, my chest started hurting. Gunther scoop slams Priest, but Priest fights back with a series of strikes, but Gunther responds with another chop and a butterfly suplex. This gets a 1 count. Gunther chops Priest again and delivers a big boot. Gunther climbs the top rope, but Priest meets him there for a top rope hurricanrana. Priest follows that up with a broken arrow suplex, near fall. Priest uses a series of educated kicks to keep Gunther grounded. Gunther responds with a chop, so Priest returns with a series of chops of his own. Gunther's chest is bleeding from the chops. Oh my goodness. When I say both these men's chests were just battered and bloodied and bruised up, oh man. Gunther and Priest began to trade more chops. Gunther evades Priest's running splash. Gunther delivers a drop kick and a thunderous powerbomb, near fall. Gunther goes for another powerbomb, but Priest escapes and lands a spinning kick. Priest follows that up with a South of Heaven, near fall. Priest goes for the Razor's Edge, but Gunther reverses and lands an exploder suplex followed by 2 clotheslines, near fall. Gunther big boots Priest. Priest tells Gunther to bring it, so Gunther delivers a chop that drops Priest. Balor arrives at ringside to encourage Priest to keep fighting. Priest rallies back with some chops, but Gunther boots Priest in the face. Gunther continues his onslaught on the Priest. Then Gunther big boots Balor at ringside. Priest sees this, then lowers the overall straps and clothesline Gunther's twice. The straps are down. He did the Kurt Angle. When Kurt Angle took those straps down, you knew it was go time. It was go time from here on. He clotheslined Gunther twice. He lifted Gunther up for the Razor's Edge, plus a South to Heaven. Then put Gunther's foot on the ropes. So Gunther was not going to kick out of this. but Finn put Gunther's foot on the ropes, and Priest looks up at the replay, and he sees the betrayal. Now we have the actual finish. Priest grabs Balor by the neck, but Gunther grabs Priest from behind and locks in a sleeper hold. Priest reverses the submission into a pinfall attempt of his own. Gunther releases the submission, so he's not pinned. Priest goes right back at Balor's neck again. He grabs him, but this time Gunther reapplies the submission hold in the center of the ring, and Priest goes to sleep for the victory. The crowd, we got some "This is awesome" chants, and of course, he got a whole bunch of wound for all the chops throughout this match. Commentary: Cole credits his statistician, John Hitch. John Hitch was the person giving Cole all the stats. I even took notes of some of the stats, so shout out to John Hitch as well. Most important of all, being raised in the Bronx. So they're talking. I think that was Graves, or it could have been Pat McAfee talking about how Damian Priest learned his fighting background and all that stuff. But besides the MMA background and all that, being raised in the Bronx, I thought that was an awesome comment there. And then a dagger never plunges deeper than when it's thrusted by someone you love. That was Graves talking about the betrayal of Finn Balor. The Judgment Day is officially over. This will be the day people will remember the Judgment Day died. Well, there's a new Judgment Day now, so maybe they're still alive. Who knows? But the OGs are gone, man. No more Edge. Edge got replaced, though. No more Balor. No more Mommy. You hate to see it. And then people remember Balor screwed Priest here. Amazing match. Might have been the best match of Priest's title run. Who I think Priest was a solid champion entertainment-wise and stuff like that. I really did enjoy his matches. His matches kind of had some fake endings and stuff. I don't think he really had a credible win. Could always like interference by the Judgment Day, or usually by somebody else other than Finn Balor. Judgment Day. So it's kind of out of Damian Priest's hands. Kind of unfortunate. So I think a lot of people might bash his title reign, but I enjoyed it, man. I think he had banger after banger when it came to matches, except for the Money in the Bank botch. But that's outside his control, anyways. I'm giving this Gunther versus Priest match of 4.75 stars out of 5. I could see it ranging anywhere between 4.50 and 4.90. Thought it was spectacular. Now we got our main event. You see it in the background. Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes. Bloodline rules for the WWE Undisputed Championship. And this feud has been going on kind of since Mania, when the new Bloodline reemerged. They fought at Money in the Bank. That was the main event, the 3-on-3 match. Cody, Owens, and Orton versus the Bloodline. And the Bloodline won there. Solo pinned Cody. So kind of makes sense. If you pin the champion, you should be the number one contender. That's what we have here. So the Bloodline been whooping up on Cody the past couple weeks on Friday Night SmackDown. Let's see if Cody can get the advantage here. Solo starts the match off by knocking down Cody with a shoulder block. Cody goes for the drop down uppercut, but Solo catches it. So Solo done his scouting. Had that move well scouted. Cody leaves the ring to regroup as Solo taunts the crowd. Solo tosses Cody out of the ring, but Cody skins the cat. That means when you grab on the ropes and then you do a backward flip to get back into the ring. Cody hits Solo with a disaster kick, followed by a suicide dive. Cody goes for another suicide dive, but Solo catches him with a strike. Solo rams Cody's head into the steel steps. Solo tosses Cody back into the ring and lands a spinning heel kick. 2 count. Solo tosses Cody off the ropes and lands a Samoan drop. Solo goes for a Samoan spike, but Cody fights back and lands a Cody cutter. Cody clotheslines Solo out of the ring and throws Solo into the prime hydration station. Cody hits the drop down uppercut and follows that up with a Dusty special bionic elbow. Cody goes for a disaster kick, but Solo catches him with a spinning powerbomb, near fall. Solo tells the crowd to acknowledge him before landing a running hip attack into the corner. Cody goes for a pedigree, but Solo counters that into a spinning solo. Solo lands another Samoan drop to Cody. 2 count here. Solo puts Cody in the trio woe. Solo lands 2 running headbutts to Cody. Cody evades the 3rd headbutt and lands a moonsault crossbody hybrid. I don't know what Cody went for here. It looked okayish. It wasn't like a botch or anything, but it's like I don't mean he meant to do a backflip or turn horizontal. It a little off. but still connected decent enough. Solo catches Cody with a spinning side slam. This gets a near fall. Solo climbs the top rope, but Cody meets him there and delivers a superplex. And my apologies about the gameplay. I've been yapping for too much. I ran out of gameplay footage. I didn't expect to yap for more than 40 minutes, but here we are. So I just re-looped the first match for you guys in the background. Solo and Cody trade blows in the center of the ring. Cody goes for the Cody cutter, but Solo catches him and goes for a crossroads. Cody counters and he lands the crossroads, but the bloodline interferes. They hit Cody with a tag team finisher, and Solo goes for the cover. Near fall. They begin to jump Cody some more. That's when Kevin Owens' music hit, and he runs down to Cody's aid, but the number gang catches up to Kevin Owens and Cody. Orton comes out to help and lands an RKO to Tongaloa. Kevin Owens hits Tama Tonga with a stunner. Cody lands a crossroads to Solo. I thought this was going to be the end of the match. Near fall. Cody puts steel steps in the ring and hits Solo on the head with them twice. Solo reverses the third strike and lands a spear. This gets a near fall. Owens, Orton, Tongaloa, and Tama Tonga are all fighting it outside the ring now. They're fighting into the crowd and stuff, so they're no longer here. So it's just back to being Cody and Solo while all that happened there. Solo goes for a running hip attack, but Cody evades. So Solo goes butt cheeks first into the steel steps. Solo tried to do a running hip attack while he had Cody's head on the steel steps. That'd been wicked, that landed. Cody lands 2 crossroads, but before he can land the third one, Jacob Fatu enters the ring, and just like at Money in the Bank, Fatu connects with the Whisper in the Wind and the top rope moonsault before dragging Solo on top of Cody for the cover. This gets a near fall. Cody kicks out of this as well. Fatu places Cody on the announce table and delivers a frog splash onto Cody. The announce table breaks, but Fatu is injured in the process. Solo tosses Cody back into the ring and lands a frog splash. This gets a near fall. This reminded me of, it wasn't back, Clash at the Castle it must have been, when Logan Paul did a frog splash onto Cody through the announce table and then threw him back in the ring and hit another frog splash. And this man Cody kicked out of it. I'm like, bro, you got this man looking like Super Cena out here. What's going on? But Cody evades the Samoan spike and lands a super Cody cutter. That's when he goes from the top rope instead of the middle rope springboard. Roman's music hits and he walks to the ring just dripping ore. Roman Superman punches Solo. He spears him before looking at Cody and exiting the ring. Cody hits Solo with a crossroads for the victory. Cody and Roman look at each other, and that is how the show ends. The crowd, we got some "We Want Roman" chants. Of course, we got some "yeah" and "no's" whenever they're trading blows and stuff. The crowd was solid. They're not European level. Cleveland wasn't European level, but it was solid for an American crowd. Commentary, I got Solo tells Cody he's going to beat his ass in front of his whole family. And then Gray said Solo has prepared. That's all I have for commentary. But there are so many notes I had to write down here. So maybe there's some better lines and stuff and all that. But overall, I thought this was a spectacular match. Truthfully speaking, I am kind of tired of the bloodline interference and all that stuff. It's like, it does get played out. But I mean, SummerSlam is almost at that level of Mania where, you just let it go, right? You feel me? They're almost turning SummerSlam into that S tier show where it's almost on par with Mania, right? Same tier. And next year it could be. SummerSlam will be 2 days next year, and I think that will be phenomenal. There's a chance SummerSlam will be better than Mania, right? So you could say SummerSlam was better than Mania Day 1 or Mania Day 2, whatever one, but 2 days of Mania was better than 1 day of SummerSlam. Next year, that might not be the case when it's 2 days versus 2 days. But that's all for this review. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys on the next one. If you're this far in the video, I really do rock with you. Sorry for yapping so much, but you like it when I yap. You just sat through 40 plus minutes of it. So our next video will be NBA Round 2. The reason I got this video out first instead of the NBA Round 2 video was because I just felt like getting this video out, man. You guys showed so much love on the last WWE video. I said, let's see if I can get one out within 1 week of the PLE. Let's see how much numbers I can do there. So, hopefully this one does 50 plus views as well. Thank you guys for all watching. Subscribe if you're new, by the way. I do this for every WWE PLE. And I will be doing this for all weeks of the NFL regular season and postseason coming up. So, if you're interested in any of that, subscribe for that. like the video. You like the video. I hope to see you guys on the next one.